Ugh. 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 Woof. Some big ones too. Look at them dinged up. Dingers. Alright, let's catch one. So, the whole deal for this video right here is, what should I throw? You've seen them right there on the dang HDS Live 12s. They are dinged up. Y'all know what I'm talking about. They're sitting right there. And a lot of people would say crankbait. A lot of people would say a spoon, a hair jig, all these things. But fish are getting a little bit more fickle. It's later in the season. Let me see if I can find a couple baits to give you guys a choice to which one I should throw. All right, so here's two baits that I throw a lot. Obviously, y'all know the Mondo Worm. Mondo Worm catches them really well. I mean, DC dropped a mega bag of them down there in Florida when we actually basically won the knockout round in the last minute. This is Blue Flex, one of my favorite colors. Plum, Red Bug, they're all really good colors, the darker colors. Green Pumpkin's fine with clear water. But, that being said, my favorite offshore bait, the Googan Baits has. Dun, 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 drum roll, please. You ready? You ready? Are you ready? The Trench Hawg. The Trench Hawg. Why the Trench Hawg? Okay, this is the thing. Everybody throws big worms offshore. Catches them all over the country, and when they first get offshore, I love a big worm. But when the fish get really fickle, they see more big worms than anything. So you gotta switch it up. The key is slender profile. My whole thing is, if you grab one of these out, get the Mondo Worm, he's got a slender profile. He'll catch him just fine. But so does the Trench Hawg. And the Trench Hawg has a lot of different actions. It's got a lot of appendages. Looks like, you know, a lizard, a water dog, whatever you want to call it. Could be a dang whatever. It's a Trench Hawg is what it is. It's a hog down there. But the key is, I like, it's a slender profile. It's fairly long, a decent sized profile. And whenever I'm fishing offshore, whether I'm throwing a swing head, like a swinging rugby, Tokyo rig, also a Texas rig. Right here, we have my 7.6 heavy Duckett Fishing Signature Series rod. Y'all know what's up on that. Get those at Academy. Hey, hands down, it's my favorite one. Obviously, I designed it. So. A 3/8 ounce VMC tungsten weight. It actually might even be a half, but I'm almost 90% sure that's a 3/8. Realistically, 3/8 half. That's about what I throw the majority of the time when I'm fishing offshore, especially brush and trying to get down there deep. And then a 5/0 offset VMC worm hook. Excuse me. So I'm just gonna Texas rig this thing right here. We got Bama Bug Trench Hawg, which is always great. It's getting a little low light right now, so it's got a little contrast, a little green pumpkin, and a little bit of purple. And y'all know, if y'all don't know Justin Martin loves purple. So, and there you go, there you have it. This is 17-pound Sufix fluorocarbon too. So that's the combination right now. We're gonna see if we can catch one. Fish right here have been pressured, and sometimes when you throw something a little different, you can catch a few fish. So we're gonna find out. Hopefully we can catch you guys one. All right, so here's like my second cast. I finally got to them. So they're actually suspended, which is sort of annoying. They get weird. But I'll make it out, my cast out there, let it hit the bottom, and drag him just like you would a worm. Just drag him along, hop him along. And what I'm just trying to do is I'm trying to keep it in those fish's face, you know. I'm hoping that I'm far off enough that they can't sense I'm here. And every once in a while, now this is the thing, I don't know, we're gonna find out. Every once in a while they'll get on that deal. Y'all heard about stroking a jig. You could stroke that Trench Hawg on a 3/8 or a 1/2 ounce weight. And why? Now this is the sneaky deal. Okay, hold up. Let me make a couple casts because sometimes they like that, sometimes they don't. They get goofy at times. I've seen them do both. I've seen them crush it too. They get a little real fickle mood sometimes. A lot of these fish are spinning back. Alright, so we've made a few casts dragging the Trench Hawg. It hasn't been successful yet. Now, doesn't mean we're not gonna get a bite, but it hasn't been successful yet. So I like to vary my retrieve. You know, you hear that a lot, like on a swim bait or a crankbait, like you're gonna vary your retrieve to get the fish to react. So I'm gonna drag it a little bit more. I'm gonna at least make this cast, drag it around a little bit. Make sure these fish aren't going to bite just like the normal way. And the normal way is just drag it around or reel it around. That's what I like to do. So make one more cast here. I'm gonna pop them around, hop them around, see if I can't get one of these fish to bite. Oh, get one down there, look at it. Yeah, dude, you drag that sucker around enough. Now, I'm gonna give you guys a little deal since, you know, Brody doesn't get on camera a whole lot. He's handling the camera quite a bit. So Brody, actually got to tell that story some other time. We really need to do a video on that. Be solid. That'd be fun. Do the story how Brody and I met. Y'all don't know. Some of you guys do. Brody is from Indiana. Brody does fish. He's caught some bass. Makes him all real good candidate being my cameraman. I've known Brody actually since I was like, I don't know, probably like 14, 15-ish?
15, I think.
I think 15-ish.
Because you were in the older age group.
Yeah, I was 15-ish. 15-ish. You didn't start getting too competitive until you were about, what, 11, 12?
Yeah.
Or about 6, 7, yeah. So, dude, I don't know. Why are these fish so fickle? So, we've made a few casts, dragging around. Now I made a cast out there. And what I'm trying to do is let it get down there, give it some line. And these fish are getting real fickle. And what happens is you need to snap that thing around to get them to bite. So I'm gonna snap it around. You hear stroking a worm or stroking a jig. There you go, on the fall right there. There he is. I don't know how big he is. Decent fish. There's tons of fish here right now, but they're all being really stingy. There he is. Pretty good fish, like 2.5 pounder. 2.5, 3 pounder. Come here, buddy. Swimming up. There he is. Come here, bro. Had that Trench Hawg, didn't you? There you go, right there. And I'm gonna tell you guys a quick tip here. When you're throwing anything like a worm or stroking a worm or just Trench Hawg right here, I like my peg. I don't like it to be pegged. Let me put this guy back. Good fish, close to a 3 pounder. Let him go. See you later, buddy. He rolls out. So, back to the Trench Hawg. Right here, I like it to be where it's not pegged. And what that does is that bait, when it falls, it falls down, it'll kick back up. And when I snap it, it'll go whoosh, catch together, and then when it falls, it'll slow back down. So it'll trigger them when it comes up. They'll come up there and look at it, and then it'll slow fall right in their face. Boom, they'll grab it. So, little tip, don't always peg when you're fishing offshore, especially in brush and stuff. Sometimes it'll get behind, and that weight will get down there, and that bait will just be sitting there dancing all pretty like, and that's how you get the bites. So, give the Trench Hawg a try. Throw different kinds of baits. It doesn't even have to be a Trench Hawg, but that's what I personally like. Try a creature bait this summertime. Big worms are all it's about. Trust me, catch a lot of big fish. But the creature baits like this Trench Hawg right here catch a lot of them too, especially on places that are pressured. And showing the fish something a little bit different is a lot of times the way in getting a few more bites when you're out there on the water. Hope you guys learned a few things. See you guys next time.